Boker Tov, Boker Or, Boker Tov, Boker Or, Hine Matov, Omanayim, Shevet Kulanu, Yachad. How good it is to be with you, you and you, all of you. 47 in Arizona. Matovu, Ohalecha, Yaakov, Ishkanotecha. All of us, God wrestlers, in this tent that is open. Our tent is open to all people. All are welcome in our tent. Modani, Modani, Odani, Lifanecha. Thank you, God, for life. It is good to be alive. Elohai Neshama, Shanatata Bi, Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Breath and heartbeats, what a gift. Thank you, God, for her life. Oh, Boker Tov, friends. Good to be back with you. This started on Friday, the not feeling great. And so, Erev Shabbat, Rabbi Jen was with you. Saturday, I was able to muster the strength, the koach to lead on Saturday morning, and then on Monday I couldn't do that anymore. So Monday was I wasn't able to lead with Rabbi Jen on Monday, so she did it solo, and then today I'm here. So it's been like this flu has been rampant, and I know in Long Island it's rampant everywhere. I think that they said that there was 35,000 cases of flu last week between Nassau and Suffolk, and the urgent cares had hour-long waits in most of them in our local area. I didn't go to them, but they had it on the news that people were waiting to even get into the building because all the seats were taken. And so, but we're here, and so grateful to be with you on this day. Gomel blessing. Oh, yay! Blessings for peace and love for all. Abby. So I guess you need a Gomel blessing for you. That means that everything went well for your medical procedure. So we're very, very grateful. Thank you, God, for life and heartbeat and breath and good news. And yeah. All right. So let's do a little bit of movement. I don't have much energy, but let's one of the things that and then we'll study a little bit about the Torah portion, and then we'll do a meditation, and let's see how far we get. So, so I wanna start as we usually do. I invite you to find a seat, and if you're wherever it is, and if you can't sit in a seat, you can lie down, wherever. I just want you to be comfortable. Don't force anything. And so I invite you to close your eyelids if that works for you, and if not, that's also okay. I invite you to place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, an invitation to close your eyelids, an invitation to breathe with me. How wonderful it is, Eloheinu Shema Shenatata Bi, that we can breathe. So many of us take breath for granted. Breathing in through our nose if we're able to do that, and if not, we can breathe in through our mouth. So breathe in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Maybe this one's a little bit deeper, if that's okay. Let it out through your mouth. One more. Let it out. And then just breathe normally with me. And if you can't keep your eyelids closed, you can open them. But if you can keep them closed, let's just keep them closed for another minute or two, and let's just breathe together. Comfortable breaths in and out. I invite you to place the hand that was on your belly on your chest on top of your other hand, embracing your heart for a moment. Who do you want to dedicate today's spiritual practice to? Perhaps it's someone that is no longer alive that you miss. Perhaps it's someone that is alive that you love and want to dedicate this practice to. Or maybe it's to yourself. Maybe it's yourself of today, or yourself of old, or yourself of the future. Let's take a moment to breathe in and out and invite you to say the name to yourself or aloud, whatever's comfortable for you. It's good to dedicate our spiritual practice with kavanah, with intention. Maybe it's someone you miss, whether they entered life eternal or whether they're alive, or maybe it's you of old or you of the future or you of today. And when you're ready, if your eyelids are closed, you can open them up. Take a nice breath. I invite you to place your hands at your thighs or your knees or wherever. It's all good. And we're going to just move a tiny bit. So an invitation to place your palms together at your heart space. And then we're going to just take those arms and we're going to send them out. If you can, if you have the space, and if not, you can do it in front of you. And then we're going to take the palms and we're going to rotate them to the right. We're going to take our thumbs and rotate the thumbs to the right, and so the palms are up. We're going to lift them up, and if you can't lift them all the way, that's also okay. And then we're going to come back down. I'm going to do it one more time. Out to the sides or to the front, if the sides don't work for you. Rotate your palms up. Look up. And let your hands go to the highest point that it can. And if it can't go all the way up, that's also okay. If it can only go here, that's also fine. And then down to the center. And taking a breath here. I invite you to just move a little bit. And so in whatever way works for you, if it's the top of your body, just move there. If it's your shoulders, if it's your neck, if it's your head, just move a little bit. Whatever you can do. It's this. Is it up and down? Just all of it gets stuck in our body. Maybe it's side to side, whatever. And then come back and take a breath and place your hands back on your knees. Let's learn a bit. Let's see. Today is Yitro. Okay. So I did listen to Rabbi Jay yesterday chant Torah and how wonderful that was. And if you weren't here yesterday, invitation to go back and listen to it. To be able to chant Torah like she does is just indeed a gift and a blessing. And she talked a little bit about the 10 Commandments and honoring. What do we honor? The 10 utterances. So in this Torah portion, Yitro, which is found in Exodus, the chapter is a rich Jewish narrative. It's got lots of teachings and lots of insights. The portion is named after Jethro, or Yitro, which was Moses' father-in-law. Many of us know that Moses' father-in-law wasn't Jewish, but he was a really bright man. And it played a crucial role in not only Moses' life, but also in our journey toward receiving Torah. Yitro observes Moshe, overwhelmed by the burden of leading the people. We have to think about all the people that were complaining. We got through the Red Sea, and what did we do? We weren't happy with this, and we weren't happy with that, and we weren't happy with the food, and with the manna, and we weren't happy with the water, and we weren't happy, and maybe Egypt was better, back into Mitzrayim. And so Yitro sees Moshe totally overwhelmed by leading the people and offers some advice. Everyone's coming to Moses 24/7. Everyone is coming to him. And so he instructs Moses to appoint capable leaders to assist in judging the people, emphasizing the importance of delegation and shared responsibility. Well, for me and for Rabbi Jay, both of you rabbis, both of us don't often do that because we are just the two of us. And so we count on each other. I delegate to her, she delegates to me, but there's not a bunch of people to delegate. And so we appoint each other, and I'm stronger in some things and have more gifts of, the pastoral end of it, and she's really great at teaching, and she's really good at learning Torah without preparation, and I'm not very good at that. I'm really good at talking Torah, and she's very good at talking Torah. So we all have various gifts, but neither one of us are Moshe Rabbeinu. right? And so Yitro reminds us of, don't be overwhelmed with what you can't do. Instead, delegate things that you can. Moshe was really an amazing leader, but he couldn't do it all. And so it's good for us to even know in our own lives. It teaches us that wise leadership is not about doing everything alone. It's about seeing what you're good at and what you can do and what gifts you have, utilizing them, and perhaps sharing responsibility with others, empowering others. Yitro reminds us, in this Torah portion, that the importance of community. Jethro's visit symbolizes the significance of a support system. His insight reminds us that we thrive when we work together, collaboratively, and that each individual strength contributes to the collective well-being. It is the preparation for revelation. We prepare to receive the 10 Commandments in this Torah portion. It was a sacred moment in our history. We're instructed to sanctify ourselves, to the importance of preparation, both physical and spiritual, before coming before God, before receiving divine wisdom. How many of us take care of ourselves? How many of us do some sort of mindfulness, whether it's how we eat, whether it's how we move, whether it's taking 10 minutes to meditate or to learn, or do we just get up and do everything by rote and are overwhelmed? What is the way that we strengthen ourselves and prepare each day? For me, I get up and I say, Modeh ani lefanecha, with deep gratitude for the gift of life. Before I even stand up. Today, Emma texted me this morning and said, "How are you, Dad?" And I go, "I'm not sure. I know that I'm alive, but I haven't gotten out of bed, or I haven't even sat up yet." I said, "I'll let you know." And the total blessing of being alive with deep gratitude for life. There's so many people that aren't able to get out of bed. Right? What do we do to prepare to be before God and to be grateful for a day? Each and every one of us perhaps needs to do one more thing in preparing. The 10 Commandments, or the 10 utterances, it's the core of this Torah portion. It serves as a reminder. It guides our human behavior. It is the relationship between humanity and between God. It is the interpersonal ethics. It's about how do you live in society. It is deeply rooted in justice and compassion and love and respect for others. The commandments also outline a moral framework about integrity, about the other, about the sanctity of life. In it, it says to strive for righteousness, to be honest, to be accountable. We learn so much from this. Guided by Yitro, he teaches us. He teaches Moshe Rabbeinu how important life is, but how to live it. That you can't do it alone. No man is an island, no person's an island, no woman's an island, no human is an island. We all need each other. An invitation for a little bit of meditation. So wherever you are, whether you want to sit or you want to lie down, I invite you to just be in the quiet for a moment. Perhaps you want to close your eyelids again. Perhaps take a few breaths in and out. Allow your body to relax, your mind to settle in. Invite you to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth and release the tension. And if that does not work for you, I invite you to breathe in through your mouth and release that breath through your mouth. A few of those, just settling into your body. For me, when I settle in, I'm always rubbing my legs or my knees or something. Sometimes I rub my arms, just getting in contact with my neck, just being in contact with this body, this that holds our soul. I want us to think about leadership. I want us to think about the leaders in our lives. Perhaps it was our parents, our teachers, or mentors, friends, colleagues. What are the characteristics? Is it wisdom? Is it patience? Is it integrity? When we think about that, and think about the people who have made us who we are, what is that leadership quality? How can perhaps we embody the wisdom and compassion? What is our own leadership qualities? How do we embody what we've learned from others? How can we act with kavanah, with intention? How can we be like those who have been the Yitros for us, who have taught us, who have guided us, who are angels? I invite you to shift your focus, our focus, to our community, to our family and our friends and our colleagues and our associates. Imagine the interconnection between all of us. I invite you to picture a web of support and love. How do you contribute to that web? What small act of kindness can you offer? What small example of compassion, of love? I invite you to breathe in the warmth of connection and exhale feelings of isolation. Sometimes we feel isolated, especially in winter months. Many of us have seasonal affect. The cold, the dark. How do we breathe in the warmth of connection and exhale the feelings of isolation? Where is the light in our lives? Perhaps we can consider an area in our life where we seek the courage to change. or to grow or to accept advice from someone else who has spoken to us before. Maybe it's letting go of obstacles and embracing a new opportunity with an open heart. So as we breathe in, maybe we can invite growth, opportunities, possibilities. And as we breathe out, let us release the fear. Breathing in, growth, opportunity, trust. Breathing out, fear. Let's look at those 10 utterances for a moment. How do they resonate for you? Perhaps it's honoring your parents if they're alive, honoring their memory if they're not, their teaching. Not bearing false witness. Being truthful and honest. Keeping Shabbat. Is there a possibility to even not keeping Shabbat like maybe someone else, but keeping something about Shabbat, guarding the sacredness of family or learning or connecting or praying or one ritual, lighting candles, cooking, having a Shabbat meal, reviewing your week, buying a challah, cultivating a sense of purpose and alignment with your values. How do your values embrace the 10 utterances? I know no one here is murdering and no one here is stealing. Maybe some paper clips from work or a pen that you sign a check at the bank and then all of a sudden you find the pen in your pocket. That's not stealing, I don't think. I hope not. Because over the years I've done that, and sometimes intentionally and sometimes not. And if that was, oh, please God, forgive me. As we close today, take a moment to express gratitude for each other, for the ability to see the leaders of your life, see who is your mentors, both alive and those who have entered life eternal, who have paved the way for you. What does your community look like? What are the ethical teachings that guide you? Can you visualize these blessings as light surrounding you, as a protection? When you're ready, if your eyelids are still closed, I invite you to open them, bringing the light of this day here with you. I invite you to take a stretch, however you can, or move around, move your body around. From this Torah portion, Yitro, we learn a few Midot. I want to just review them with you. So the first one is Chokhmah, wisdom. We seek knowledge and understanding, and then we put that into action and decision making. That's Chokhmah, wisdom. The next is, in this Torah portion, is Anava, is humility. Recognizing the value of listening to others and even accepting guidance. Anava is not being as resistant as we often are. To be open to receiving guidance. Of course, it's kahila, fostering connections and support within your community, whatever that community looks like. We hope it includes us for connection and for support, your rabbis. Integrity, yosher, to uphold honest and ethical behavior, not only in your dealings with others, but even in your dealings with yourself. To be honest and ethical within yourself. That includes being kind to yourself. The last one is hachana. Hachana is another word for kavanah. Preparation. Perhaps if we approach new experiences with kavanah, with intention, with readiness, and not just do it by rote, and not just do it because we can. Saying a blessing before you eat something. A blessing could be as simple as thank you, God. To go, it says that we're supposed to do 100 blessings. To go through the day and see something beautiful and say, wow, thank you, God. That's really beautiful. Every day when I come into my office and I look out at my pond and I see the snow and I see the trees and I see all of the beauty in the world. Ma gadlu ma'asechaya. You could just say, whatever you see that's beautiful. Thank you, God, for that. Those flowers and the trees and the warmth, if you are lucky enough to have some of that. Or maybe it's peace. Or maybe it's that you were able to get to the gym today. Or to do 5 minutes of meditation. Or to eat healthier than you did yesterday. Approach the experience with intention, with readiness, and with indeed gratitude. So friends, in closing, as we reflect on Yitro, may we embody all of these attributes, striving to lead our lives as leaders with wisdom, supporting those around us, and upholding ethical living in all the aspects of our lives. Friends, we are one people. We are Judaism fueled by love. Rabbi Jen and I love you. We're grateful that you're part of our community. If you have not checked in, of course we invite you to check in. Amy, Bet, Lisa, Abby, Geneva, and all of you. So good to be with you, and all of those who haven't checked in. It's so wonderful to be connected. Wishing you a wonderful day. Let us remember that we are one people in a world that is so uncertain, with all kinds of Gansa Megillah that's going on. We need each other. We need to stay strong. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Od Avinu Chai. Mwah.